Hello there. What?
Good.
Oh.
You made it. We have some things to talk about.
Okay.
But first, can I see the statue?
You've already taken it. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Oblivion modded playthrough. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be continuing onward. I wanted this to be the beginning of this session because, like, it just seems very nice. Also, before I go into more on topic, I'm going to move my mouse around just so it doesn't kick out for whatever reason. It doesn't break the mod as well. I actually very much enjoyed just, like, voicing Drathis and how he would actually react in situations. So I'm going to continue doing that throughout the rest of this mod as much as I can. If you enjoy it, I'll do it for the mods. I won't do it for the game necessarily, because I might just go back to Oblivion at some point in the future, and then I'll just do that. So it'll just be like Drathis just walking around, like, doing what he would do in, like, every situation kind of thing. So, yeah, so let's continue onward. I don't think so. Sure.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It's amazing how such a pretty item can hold such dark powers. But never mind that. We have a heart to find.
We sure do. Wait, where's Dublin?
The magician? I looked for him, but he left. Good riddance, I say.
You left him there, didn't you? My thoughts exactly. You just left him there, didn't you?
Hey, I don't need your accusations. I'm going to get some food. You can wait here for your pet wizard if you want.
I don't have a pet wizard. That's weird. The only person who could be considered a pet is Tess right here. No, I'm kidding, okay. No, my pet would be considered Ivan. Ivan is considered my pet.
Here you are. I thought you'd abandoned me.
I tried. Obviously, it didn't work. Cat was supposed to bring you.
I don't think our esteemed thief likes me too much. I'm not sure what I did to make her angry.
What makes you think she's a thief, though? Just ask her.
I intend to find out. But first I'd like a drink. It's been a very long day.
You guys and your petty drama. Okay, where are they? Okay.
So, here we are.
I guess.
Burn.
Is there any reason why you don't like me? I'd really like to know before I wake up with a knife in my back.
Very funny. I could use my dagger right now and save us the trouble.
Ooh.
Look, I don't know what your problem is.
My problem? My problem is I know why you want the heart. And I'll be damned before I let you use it.
What about me? What if I use it?
What? You don't know me?
Your name is Dublin Stormfellow.
Oh no, she
and
can read
you
him.
want the heart to bring your sister back.
What, how do you...
Oh no, how did she know that?
Does it matter? I feel for you. I really do. The heart needs to be destroyed. And I'm going to be the one who does it.
If you know who I am, you know I won't let you destroy it.
Alright.
Then you'd better hope I don't. Look,
Oh.
you're going to have to make a choice. Dublin wants to use the heart, and I need to destroy it. So, I'm giving you a choice. You need to decide who you're going to help, Dublin or me. Just know that if you choose him, I'll do everything in my power to see the heart destroyed. It's up to you.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Cat, obviously, for the modded playthrough. But if you want to see Dublin's side, of course, wait till the Oblivion mod playthrough comes out. I'll do Dublin first, just so that way they'll, like, anybody who watched this and goes, I wonder what Dublin's side is. It'll be the first thing there, so it'll be like, oh, okay, I get to see Dublin's side right off the bat. But for, like, Cat's side, obviously I'm going to go do Cat's side right now, and I'm still going to do it for the Oblivion mod playthrough, just so that, like, it's there. But I'll just have to make a save before I make the decision, and then just do it. You're right, it should be destroyed, because me and the White King, of course, are enemies.
Good. I'm glad you see it my way.
Sure.
As for information, I talked to various court nobles before you arrived. It seems the Lady Carvane lost the other two statues a year ago. The circumstances are a bit strange, but I think she lost them in a gambling game to the Countess of Coral. Rumour only, of course. We should talk to Countess Valga and see if she's willing to part with them. Oh, And here's a spell to bring me to you, in case we get separated. My father made it, so I have no clue how it works, but it does. Lead on.
Alright.
You made your choice. I have nothing to say to you except this. We'll see who gets to the heart first.
Well, I have the eyes and the hands, so technically you shouldn't be able to get anywhere. Alright, Dublin, we're going to kill you. Where'd he go? Okay, well, Dublin's gone. Oh. Well, it looks like we're going to Coral then. So let's go to Coral. We're going to spread divine judgment from Cube, from Lord Cube. Alright. I've come to spread the word of Lord Cube. Oh. As I travel with Cat, I wonder who exactly she is, and whether or not she'll knife me in the back. I should get to know it better. Do you also worship Lord Cube? That's all I need to know.
Let's go.
Okay. The Heart of the Dead.
I've heard the legends all my life. My father was obsessed with it. Some say it's a trinket to talk to the dead. But I know better.
Oh. What do you know?
It's evil and extremely powerful. My father disappeared a year ago in his search for it. I've been looking for him ever since.
Why do you want to destroy it then?
Looking through my father's research, I've come across something disturbing. I think the heart can be used to do more than talk to the dead.
What do you mean?
I think it can be used to control them. And not like a regular necromancer, but on a much, much wider scale.
Oh. The power it must hold. Then it must be destroyed. Only I can control the dead.
That's what I've been trying, but you got there before me. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Neither am I. Just remember who's in charge. Neither am I.
That's good to know. We make a great team. It'll be interesting to see where this leads us.
Sure, why not? Anyway, what do you think of me?
I'll watch your back, friend.
Okay. Your father.
Why do you want to know about my father?
You said he made the lock spell, yeah. You said he made the lock spell.
He did. He was always good at taking things apart. Too bad he could never put them back together again.
Oh. You sound bitter.
My father was a hard man, and he had certain prejudices. My mother was human, and I don't think he ever forgave her that.
Oh. What about you?
Me? I'm half elf. I don't think my father forgave me that either. I do love him, but it's hard sometimes.
Sounds like a bastard. I'm sure he meant well.
That's sweet. But the real world isn't that easy. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. We have other things to focus on.
Okay. What do you think of me?
You have to ask.
Yes. Alright. That is it. There seems to be more guards here than usual.
Hello there.
Evening.
It's you. Hi.
Why are you angry with me? Is it because I'm an Imperial by chance? Alright, looks like we have to wait till daytime. Alright, let's go and do this. Oh, didn't get interrupted. Good. Hello there.
It is quite nice to see you again. I hope you are faring well.
Did I do the investigation on here? I'm gonna say yes, I did. I'm looking for 2 statues. Statues? I have many statues in my possession. Countess Carvane gave them to you. Ah, she told you about the wager? No. Well, let's just say that the Countess is not very good at cards. If you actually go to the menu, it actually pauses the screen. But unfortunately, it it makes the timer for the text box to actually like go straight to like switching to the next one. So yeah, I think I even have the one that allows like silent dialogue to last for 8 seconds, but I'm so used to doing this now that like it's second nature. Anyway, I remember them now. One was a nice dragon statue of some unknown god or something, and the other one was a nasty thing, all black and cold. But she wouldn't give up her Mara statue, so I took the other two. But she lost. She shouldn't even have to do that, unless you wanted to be nice. What do you know of the statues? I need it for a quest. Yes, you heroes are always needing things for some sort of quest or another, I guess. No. Let's see, the dragon statue was bought by a strange Argonian, called himself the Collector. Cool. I did like it, but he offered an insane amount of gold for it. Here, let me mark his home on your map. Cool. As for the black statue, it was stolen, along with a plain golden locket. The locket was a priceless heirloom. If you can return the locket, I will gladly give you the hideous statue. Without the other two, it's worthless to me. I like my sets complete. Well, joke's on you, it's actually a set of 4. Talked to Lathe, he was looking into the stolen goods for me. As for the Collector, I'm not sure he'll part with the dragon statue, but you can check. Good luck. Yeah, this is definitely the 8-second thing. Yeah, this is definitely the 8-second thing. There you go. Alright. Lathe.
Hello, I'm Lathe Wavrik, the Chief Herald and Countess Velga's attendant. Welcome to Coral.
Oh, thank you for the warm welcome, but I've already been here before. Help with stolen goods. Let me explain. Some time ago, while the castle was being renovated, a few of the Countess's items were placed in storage for safekeeping. Somehow a thief caught wind of this and snuck into the castle while we slept. He stole only a few items, but all of sentimental importance. I've tried discussing this with the people of Coral, as has the gods, but either no is willing to be able to share any information. What? I'm trying to... If you really want to start, I would start with Xilestar over at the Northern Goods and Trade store. He was my last lead. Who was Xilestar? He is the cousin of Sidonius, the owner of the store. He came to Coral around the same time the items were stolen. That might be a coincidence. But, since I investigated this entire castle to find a portrait of, I think, the Count or whatever... Please. We are pretty much the masters of investigation. We shall investigate this further. Alright. What do you have to say about this?
Whatever you need, I'm happy to oblige.
Yes, what do you think of this? Oh, okay. I thought you could probably, like, interact with her, say, like, what do you think of this situation? She'd be like, well, the dragon statue looks like it's pretty easy, so let's go take care of the hideous one or whatever, the one that they don't like or whatever. It's be like, okay. Meanwhile, Tess is still going to be our bodyguard. Our resident bodyguard. And Cat, well, she's just more of like the stray cat that we have stringing along. Literally, because her name is Cat. Anyway. I'm joking. Okay.
Honored. A pleasure to speak with you.
I'm here for Xilestar. Ours. Joffrey. Xilestar. He is my cousin. He is a good boy. If a bit rough sometimes. Although since he's been hanging out with that Heron character, he's been staying out for all hours. I don't like the smell of that one. Smell of Xilestar or smell of Heron? I don't know. Heron. Nasty little fellow. He sells ancient Dunmer artifacts. Although where he gets them, I'm not going to speculate. Oh, is this an Arngar situation where he steals from the dead? Or is it Arngir? I don't remember his name. The one where we got the debaser dagger short sword thingamajiggy. Oh, Xilestar. Okay.
What do you want?
Oh, you were actually voice acted. Stolen items.
Xilestar does not know what you are jabbering about. Leave Yilise
That's
alone
not the right
before
spelling.
your arms get pulled off.
That's not the right spelling. The right spelling's right there. How do you mess that up?
What do you...
So nice.
Yilise knows nothing you speak of. Now get out of Ylise's face.
You dare talk that way to me.
What do you...
I'm going to go and start by talking to you. You're happy about boasting. You're angry about admiration. That's fine. Okay. So we know you don't like admire, so we're going to go with that. Go with this one. Okay. I'm just going to bribe the rest until I can't do it anymore. Alright. Stolen items.
Yilise knows nothing.
Then why did it not gray out the first time? Alright, whatever. It's fine. Anyway, Cat. I don't know what we need to do. What do you have to say?
Yes?
You don't have anything to say about Yulise? Oh my word, okay.
Hello there.
Well, he said...
met.
Well... Sini said that he goes in odd hours, so maybe it's a night thing? Maybe? I have no idea. I don't remember.
Bo.
Oh.
What do you want, Ashbourne?
Hey, wait a
Any
minute.
news from the
Where'd
other
Cat go?
provinces?
Sounds like the Empire has given
Man,
up
she
on
really was a
Sky.
stray. She ran away from us because we didn't give her food. Where did she go? She was with us.
That skooma train
Like,
is bad
literally
business.
10 seconds
And the
ago.
Ridra Kryn are just a bunch
Wait.
of thugs.
Leave me alone.
Why is there a red arrow over here? Who are you?
No idea.
Sure.
Bye.
Hello.
Enough talk. Good to see
Alright,
you.
I don't know where Cat is. Cat is actually going to be pretty useless anyway, so let's just continue on. Have you seen Yulise?
I used to think you were a hero.
Yeah, that's because the Chronic Catharsis. No, you don't have anything to say about stolen goods. Interesting. They should have said, like, oh yeah, we were thinking that it could be Yulise, but, like, we couldn't find any evidence of such. But if you find such evidence, please let us know. But no, nothing. Alright. Okay. Oh. Where is it? You will get divine judgment from Cube. There you go. I didn't kill a black bear though. I killed the Spriggan. Okay, that was weird. Oh, maybe that's what happened. Maybe I killed the summoner and it showed the name of the summon. So I thought that I do get levels from it. I don't know. All right. Ooh, what's that? That's kind of new and unique. And you're being affected. Alright. Alright, Tess. We're going to defeat this mountain lion. There you go. Perfect. Getting some decent experience. Nice. Tess. Oh, there she is. Still surprised the cat hasn't triggered in. Interesting. Okay. Come on. Come on, Tess. Let's go. Oh, there you are. Where did you go? Anyway, who cares? Hello? 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 Hi.
What do you want?
Stolen items?
Yilise knows nothing you speak of. Now get out of Ylise's face.
Hey, look, it got corrected. Alright. Hello there, Harren the Tooth. Isn't that more of like an Argonian kind of name? I don't know. Anyway.
How in all Oblivion did you get here?
I followed Yulise.
That lousy good for nothing. I told him to watch his back. So, what do you want?
Well, I'm looking for the Countess's stolen items.
Well, mayhap I know where this family heirloom be, and mayhap not.
Who says mayhap?
Not that I had anything to do with its acquirement.
Hmm.
As for that black statue, that I don't know where it is. When I first arrived in this damnable cave, I was beset upon by a monstrous lich.
Oh.
He took with him the statue you seek, along with the rare book of mine.
Ah.
So, how about I make you an offer? I want me book, but the lich is down in the further depths of these caves. You get me my book back, and I'll be giving you this bauble you seek. Do we have an accord?
Let's see here. You won't say how you acquired the items, so I don't really trust you that well. And not to mention that a very knowledgeable merchant also does not trust you. And I trust her. How about some payment first? Maybe this might ease my nerves a little bit.
Fine. Here's some gold for your grubby little hands. But I expect results, and soon. Here's the key to the lower depths. Now get going before I change my mind.
Says me. Anyway, how much gold did I earn? 500. That's not that bad, actually. Get some more gold. I can get some gems. History of lockpicking. Nerevar, Moon and Star. Alright. This counts as me breaking in. Never mind. It doesn't. Anyway. Alright. So where are we? It's like we're in the bowels of a beast. Hey, look, an urn. It's got some interesting loot in it. Should probably empty out my inventory first, though. I'm just gonna throw everything in here. Actually, I throw all this stuff in, like, the travel chest just so that it's there. I can have that, you can have this. I will keep that because I think I might need it still. You can have all that stuff. It's not like I'm gonna need it. Okay. That's weird. Why are they in different stacks? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Okay, come on. Travel chest. Okay. No? Okay. Just don't want to go too much more now. Actually, you know what I should do? I should probably do this as well. We'll go drop 60 in there. Should be fine. Alright. Alright. Ooh, it's more. We're dealing with dangerous creatures yet again. Must be careful with the cube's divine relic. I think I am missing that Dremora's weapon. That is it. Cat, did you actually steal the said weapon? Not. Oh, there it is. A Dremora Claymore. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Lord Cube, I apologize, but I must switch weapons. For if I actually use your divine relic, I will surely perish. Let's see here. Which one should we use, actually? Let's see here. Ebony Blade? Sure, Ebony Blade. Ebony Blade sounds like a really good weapon. Ebony Blade, and we'll switch to Bruce of Familian Sword once the Ebony Blade is, like, too weak or something. Alright. Ooh, a gluttonous hunger. Good job, Tess. A hunger tongue. Interesting. That looks kind of interesting. Anyway. Alright, hunger. Perfect. Tess keeps stealing my kills, but that's fine. Tess is allowed to do that. And only Tess is allowed. Oops. I apologize, Tess.
Yes, my love.
I apologize. Alright. There's another flame atronach over there. No. Ooh, Clanford House, nice. Alrighty then. Perfect. I just... anything over here? This looks like the way we came from. So it looks like there might be different ways we can achieve the same goal. Fascinating. So we're gonna have to return. Where we were. Ah, wonderful. I've lured the Clanfield this with tests. You should have just let the Clanfield closer. Cat, you hurt Tess. How dare you? Doesn't look like there's anything here. So let's continue onward. Alrighty then. Perfect. There's nothing here. Now we must see if we've actually explored everywhere in this area. Looks like we have. Good thing we bought that map. Anyway. Savior's Tears. Very interesting. What is that creature? Whatever it is, we must destroy it. Ha. Stop looting bodies. Especially after I loot them. Don't have anything. Cat. Oh, a Dremora. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Oh. Looks like Tess is proving to be a worthy asset. Unlike a certain someone who's with us. Good job, Tess. You continue to impress me. I have leveled up, Tess. Can you believe it? Alright, let's see here. Let's see what I can increase further. Let's go strength, endurance, and I'll throw the rest into intelligence maybe. Alright, so skills. I'll throw all of it in alchemy. Because that seems like the most logical thing for me to do now. So now I can see 3 ingredients. That's very good. Tess, where did you go? I can understand Cat not being by my side, but Tess, you were always the good one. I feel like I can hear her. That could either be Tess or that could be Cat. Oh. Alright. I shall use my saber. Oh, it kind of looked like my frost damage wasn't doing anything. Probably repair my armor at some point too. Ah. Well, my companions, there's cats. Where's the Juggernaut Tess? Alright. Tess, where are you? Where'd he go? Ah, there it is. It's too dark for me to actually be able to see it though. Alright. There you go, this will create some light for us to be able to see what it is. Yes, you can't take my wizard's fury. Perfect. Ah, Tess, you finally showed up. Perfect. Now where's Cat? She was helping me after all. I wonder where she went. Okay, well, she was here, Tess. I remember seeing her. She was shooting her puny sticks at the enemy. I believe I collected one. Oh. Guess you guys can't handle the bridges. Fascinating. Okay then. Another clan fear, it seems. It's like Cat misfired and shot me with her twig. Oh no. Alright. Clan here. Oh no. Probably repair my weapons and armor soon. I know I keep saying that, but I should. Looks like Cat is no longer joining us, Tess, but that's fine. I don't really have a problem with that, after all. As long as I have Tess here, we should be fine. Hello there. Very interesting. Yeah, thank you. Collecting these potion grains shall prove very useful. Should probably call a Cat over here. Where is her summon? Ah, there it is. Ah, there you are. Perfect. Also, you shot me with your puny twigs earlier.
Whatever you need, I'm happy to oblige.
Take your twigs with you. Okay. Alright. Where are we? Looks like we're going to Savior's Folly. Oh. Looks like we were led into an ambush by the enemy. It's a good thing my guardians are here. Hi. Let's see. Where are we going? Ooh. This looks like a nice treasure room of some kind. Tess is getting stuck on a rock. I understand, Tess. Of course, you shouldn't be the most overpowered guardian I have. You have to have some weaknesses. It's like this rock. Like a very worthy foe, indeed. Oh, but you can get past these rocks. Just fine. that might be the way to go, but I want to see if there's possible I can go that way. You guys sense an enemy while getting stuck on a ramp. Very interesting. Keep finding money around. It's weird. Where's Cat? Who cares? Cat will follow up when she decides to feel like it. Interesting. Okay then. Ha. Alright, Tess, you deal with that one and I'll deal with this one. Oh. Apparently they both want to deal with you. Cat has appeared before us. Don't worry, Cat. I shall provide light while this hunger is trying to go after me. Ha. All these potion ingredients are very interesting. Oh, I see 4. Wait. Oh, okay. So 25 is 2. 50 is 3. And then 75 is 4. And I think Master's like you only need to use 1 ingredient instead. Okay. Poor Tess. She got infected by this statue's curse. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. What's over here? Ooh. Another one of those creatures. More potion ingredients. Ooh. Spice. Should probably give you the other thing, but you look like you don't need it, since you're not really in front of the battle. You're usually far behind it. Alright, Tess. There we go. Perfect. What was that? What was that? Something rolled over here. I must know what it is. Oh, it's a glass arrow. A glass twig, if you will. Oh, a hunger. Interesting. Who stole from this chest? They will be killed on sight. What is over here? Doesn't look like there's anything over here. If there's earth. Yes, Archer. Oh. Oops. Go, my bodyguard. Oh, okay. Alright, I hope I can open this door now. Doesn't look like it. Guess we'll have to head up these stairs then. A lich. An elven lich, not just any lich. One of elven. Here's the arrow. Ha. Seems to have died all the same, like a normal lich. Doesn't look like it has anything. Is there anything in this room? Huh? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? I demanded to know the answer to this question.
I knew I would find you here. Although I never thought I would have to come back to this place.
What are you talking about?
You seem surprised. You don't know what this place is.
No.
There is so much you don't know, and we have very little time. I will tell you this. This place was once a great temple to Dagoth-Ur.
The demon of the Red Mountain?
The very same. And while these ruins cannot be destroyed, my brethren and I helped the Nerevarine cast the spell to return it to the earth.
The Nerevarine?
Yes. There are truly many things you are ignorant of. But I can't speak of it here. There are too many ghosts in this dark place.
But we've killed everything. Where is the statue that the supposed lich stole?
Right to the point, I see. I have the statue, and it will stay with me. For now.
Not if I kill you and steal it from you. I need it.
Of that I have no doubt. But it seems we are at a standstill. I sent the statue away, so even if you kill me, you won't find it.
But I'll have the satisfaction
But
of
you
killing
have the others, and I would hate to fight you for them.
No, I don't.
So I propose a deal. I think we can both help each other. But I don't want to discuss it here. Like I said, there is too much darkness in this place. I propose we meet somewhere to discuss our options. You may choose the location if you like.
Okay, the Two Sisters Lodge.
In Skingrad, I know of it. After you collect the dragon statue, meet me at the inn and we will talk. For now, I will summon a portal to the surface. Look for it near the altar. I am putting my trust in you. I hope it is well deserved.
I think it's well placed. Anyway, this Elven Lich. Ah, a book. That might be what Heron is after. But should we really deliver this book? Actually, you know what? Let's go read his book. Hear the song of the Nerevarine. It comes from far across the sea. Tell courage one and evil lost, of hearts that crack and gods to be. That was like the worst book I've ever read in my entire life. Where's Cat? Nah, who cares? She's probably sharpening her tiny twigs. Anyway. Oh, you're here. Alright, Heron. I have your stupid book.
Did you get the book?
No, I didn't. I did. Where's the locket?
Ah, see, here's the funny part. You heroes are so used to delivering items that you actually think I will honor my agreement. That's funny.
I already knew
You
were gonna
just
batch that
spent the
name.
last few hours making sure I didn't exert myself. Well, except for now.
You're forgetting of my bodyguards, of course. I already knew it was a betrayal, but it made you give me money anyway. You're the fool. I didn't even exert my full power. I made sure that Tess and Cat use their full power. But I myself have not. Why would I ever need to exert my full power when I have two companions that have mere fractions of my power at their disposal? Well, there's a locket. If the Countess's locket, I should give it back to her if I want the reward money. Well, I'm gonna go do that. But first, we're gonna go take a rest at the inn. Pretty sure that Tess and maybe Cat deserve to be rested at the inn. You know what? Let's walk there. I don't need the torch anymore, though. I just unequip the torch. I should hotkey the torches, but like unfortunately though, like when it dies, it unhotkeys it for some reason. So no. So like even if I hotkey it, it's gonna remove it anyway. So. Okay. I'm stuck on a rock. Looks like I've gained Tess's weakness. Tess is with me. Where's Cat, though? Who knows? Actually, we can actually hold it. We can now finally hold Cube's divine relic, the Rake. Oh. I needed to hold this relic yet again. It makes me feel complete. Oh, you're here again.
How are you today?
Hello there.
Welcome to the Oak Enclosure.
Yep. I would like a bed, please.
There's one available.
10 gold. I've been collecting too much gold. It's crazy. I'll take it.
The room is upstairs.
Yes, I already know where the bed is. I've already slept in it once before. Actually, I get to see if Cat could actually sleep anywhere. You get to sleep on the chair, and Tess, you do whatever you want. If you want to sleep in the bed with me, that's fine. I don't really care that much. Anyway, let's sleep for 24 hours. Why not? Good, no nightmares or strange dreams. We'll do this, that way we get some banked experience or whatever. I don't know how it works exactly. Oh, the Priory of the Night should be rebuilt by now. Excellent! Now with the Priory rebuilt, we have our classic home base. As well as our normal home base.
Welcome. Please don't be shy. I'm listening.
That's fine. I wasn't shy. If anything, I'd give you divine judgment for speaking to me in that way. Actually, Kat, now that we know of the second statue, do you say anything?
Yes?
No, you do not. You made it sound like you did. You're like, yes, I do have something to say. But no, you do not.
Good tidings, citizen.
The
Hello, my
Countess.
lord.
I need to speak to you for a second.
It is quite nice to see.
Yes, I found your locket. Wonderful, here is your reward, and you may keep that dreaded statue. I don't have it. I want no part of it. Thank you again. Yay, I got 500 gold. Gold locket removed. Finally, something's out of my inventory. Oh, I keep forgetting to get rid of the stupid black soul gem. The filled one. Let's go back to the map. And looks like we've been to a location close to it. Alright everyone, we're heading to Barren Cave. I know it is a vampire nest, but we don't really need to go inside it. Was that there before? I don't remember there being a chopped down tree in there. Interesting. Is that a minotaur? Who are you? A highwayman? Oh. But he wasn't doing anything, Tess. Why would you kill him? Maybe she detected that he was malicious. We should let them run their mouths next time, Tess, and then kill him. Perhaps he might see the error of his ways before he even decides to speak. Anyway, now that all our stuff is safe, let us see what is over here. What? Another enemy? Where? A wolf. Fascinating. Apparently that wolf was suffering anyway. He was choking on a lockpick. It's a good thing we gave it mercy. Is that an ogre over there? The collector's a location. I thought the Countess said it was a person, not a location. Weird. Where's Cat? Alice. What is this strange plant? I won't pick it up. Seems poisonous. Uh-oh. Tess will defeat it. All under my power, of course. Where's Cat, of course? There's Tess, but where's Cat? Interesting. Cat has vanished yet again. Whatever, we're going to go to the collector. I thought it was a person. The Countess made it sound like it was a person, not a place. Alright. Oh, there you are, Cat.
Yes?
No, you have nothing to say about the weird tree that somehow wasn't here last time I've been to Baron Cave? Where are we? That's an interesting relic. What is it? I don't know. Oops. Looks like a rare doll of some kind. An alien statue. Very interesting. Cat, take it while he's distracted. What is this? Skull of Metzabrennan. Don't know who that is. Looks like all these are locked, and this is strangely unlocked with nothing in it. Fascinating, although I'm very surprised that this is unlocked too. Perhaps that skull is not as valuable as all the rest of the stuff. Anyway. Hello, you must be the collector that I've heard so much about.
Yes, hello. I've been expecting you. Welcome to my home, warm blood.
Who are you?
I have had many names, but you may call me the Collector. I deal in exotic items from all over this frail world. And while your coming was foretold, your needs were not. What is it you seek?
I'm looking for a statue that resembles a dragon.
Ah, yes. A recent acquisition of mine, isn't it?
Maybe.
A very unique piece as well.
I guess.
I originally thought it was a statue of the Daedric Prince Perihite, but closer inspection showed it to be a much older symbol. Have you ever heard of the Dawn Children?
No, I have not.
During the dawn of time, gods were made out of the blood of chaos and order. Some called them Et Aida, while others, the Dawn Children. Not much is known from this time, and each race has its own myths. But there is a race, one of the longest lived, who tells their own tales. They tell of a triumvirate of gods who wanted the mortal realm erased. These three gods saw mortality as a scourge. One was Xilestar, who would later become the father of dragons. The second was his lover, Winmar, who would later seek redemption and be reborn as the divine Mara. And last was the one who helped create the world in the first place, Lorcan, who was also known as the White King.
And my enemy. Also, I forgot that the dragon god was literally named Xilestar, so no, that isn't the inspiration for the channel name. I want that to be a special thing. Probably like a 5-year special, like 10-year special, something like that, where I show off like the origin of the Xilestar name. This mod is not it, although I am very surprised that it actually like has a different spelling in this, and I forgot, or not that I forgot, but like I couldn't remember if this actually I forgot what the dragon god's name is. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. It wasn't my intention to actually have it so, and no, changing the S to an X is not actually supposed to be like like me just claiming the name and then just going like, what sounds similar to an S? An X, maybe. No, I'll actually show off like exactly like why. And I'll even put in that video though, like back like a couple years ago, like Heart of the Dead and stuff. But yeah. But I'll definitely explain my reason why. If you guys want to know like ahead of time, let me know in the comments, and I'll actually go and I'll give a brief explanation on what it is. I won't go full in detail, but I'll say what it is. But I'll say like what the origin of it was. But Lorcan is the White King?
An aspect of him, at least.
Oh.
Remember, the gods shift like the winds. I heard his heart caused some trouble in Morrowind a few years back. Anyway, the statue I bought from the Countess seemed to be the visage of Xilestar, the god of dragons. I was unsure, however, so I gave it to an expert to scrutinize.
So it's not here?
No, I am sorry to say. Although my friend spoke of one who would come looking for it, and that I should send him to get it.
Then I'll go.
Well, first we must talk payment.
Oh.
And not gold. I have far too much already. No, for this you will owe me a favor, to be paid later. This favor will be carried out no matter what. What say you?
Fine, I agree to your terms.
Good, good. I will mark on your map where my friend is, as well as an easier route to take. I must warn you, however, that my friend is very, very old, and his mind tends to wander into the past more than it should. Just be courteous and you should be fine. Good luck, and remember our deal. We will meet again when the stars are right.
Alright. As long as what you're asking for is not my power. I unfortunately have to tell you, though, that I cannot give it away.
Yes?
Anything? No? You don't have to say, like, why is the statue not here?
How can I help?
Do you have something to say? No, I'm kidding. Okay, Tess. Let's go. Alright. It's over there. Alright. Oh, okay. Lord Rovdan's estate. Awesome. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't need a torch anymore. Alright, now that we are at the... Where is it? There it is. The Walker Camp.
Oh, hello.
Okay, so I kind of forgot this was actually a part of the vanilla game. Apparently this is a part of the vanilla game. But I kind of forgot that it was because this seemed way out of place. Yeah, I want the repair hammer, so I'll just repair here. And we want repair hammers. I'll take 5 because I don't think I'm gonna repair much of anything. Yeah, Tongue, Thug, and Tongue Thug. Yeah, like these guys are part of the vanilla game. Apparently they were supposed to have a bigger, like, sort of like secret thing, but unfortunately either it got scrapped or like forgotten. There we go. I'll keep 3 repair hammers on hand. Alright, everyone. Let us go. However, I don't know exactly where we need to go, though. Ah, here we go. Looks like an ancient civilization used to be here. Fascinating. Are you both ready? Oh, the collector marked different waypoints on my map, showing the best way through the mountains. This is the first one. Fascinating. You guys better arm yourselves. Could be wild animals around. Where did Tess go? Oh, there she is. There's the next waypoint. Fascinating. Oh, there's some bandits over here. Seem to be very magically gifted. They can turn themselves invisible. You two deal with that one, and I'll deal with this one. Vampires? Why would they be out in the daytime? Strange. Didn't her weapon fall? Ah, there it is. A dragon's bow. That might be entirely a coincidence. But we are heading towards a dragon after all. Or a person who has the dragon statue, so maybe these are his bodyguards. Ah, there's his body. I was wondering where this person was. An elven longsword. Surprised it didn't say dragon's longsword. Should probably store the items since they are quite heavy. Another one. Are you perhaps a vampire as well? You are. Strange. Another one. Are you also a vampire? Looks like I need to send word to the Order of the Virtuous Blood and tell them that there are some vampires around here. Huh? Fascinating. Let's mark up and shoot. Okay, so now that guy's on us. Let's see here. Did I lure the other ones? No. Looks like the grass is hiding his dagger. Oh, fascinating. Well, let me just see beyond the grass itself. Ah, look, a dagger. Fascinating. Yeah, saves time. I literally would be looking through the entire grass just for the weapon. It's easy gold anyway. Alright, so now... there's a passageway over there. What's this over here? Is there an enemy? Ah, an archer. Stop shooting the weapons to miles away. How am I supposed to collect their stuff? And sell it for money, Tess. Where is it? Wait, where did he go? What? Tess, where did you shoot it off to? Did it happen to be... Does it like happen to be on the rock or something? Did it clip through the floor, perhaps? I don't really care anymore. Oops. There you go. What are you? You're an ogre. Too bad Lord Cube's divine relic destroys everything in its path. Alright. Oh, I thought that was a body from a distance. Who would put stairs in the middle of this place? Maybe this is some kind of ancient civilization. I don't know if there's any enemies nearby. I heard something. No. You won't be getting close to my companions anymore. Ah. Very nice. Ooh. What are you? Utterfright Matron. Huh. Too bad Cube's divine relic is strong enough to defeat it. Frostworm bow. Some fur stuff. Some very heavy stuff indeed. Yeah, I'll take it. Perhaps they will be proven useful in the future. Maybe these Svenja's legs might have proved more useful than Marcus Scarabonia's legs for Ivan. We'll never know. That should prove to be quite useful in here. Alright, let's go. Who was this? Agnar the Unwavering. I'll collect your stuff. You look like you were a Nord from... Oh. Oh, okay. Well then. Oh. Hi, cat. We're going to honor this man. Going to honor this man, indeed. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let us continue onward, though. What is over here? Dive Rock. I've heard of this place. Oh. Your vantage point on the tip of Dive Rock offers a rare view of the Imperial Province. You take notes of a few dungeons and mark the locations on your map. I don't really see any dungeons. I see King Crest Cavern, and that just seems like it. Unless... Tess, do you see something past you? Are you standing in the fire? Oh, you're not. I'm standing in the fire, though. They don't really seem like they have much equipment in here. What about their journal? Fascinating. So it looks like they traveled from Xilestar to here in order to defeat the Utherfried Matron. However, unfortunately, they were never able to actually defeat it. What an ill fate indeed. I take it that's where the collector's friend lives. Let us go there. Although I must admit, I must admit to you two, if we have to face a dragon, we might not survive. Hopefully it's more of a trial kind of thing. Hopefully it's like a prove you can fly or something. If it is, I'll have to think of a clever solution on how to do it. Perhaps I'll plead with Lord Coach Goop could probably provide me with flight. Or with the power of flight. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's like 3 stars, like right close to each other. Interesting. Whoa, I almost jumped all right off. Dragon Peak. Okay then. So. How are you supposed to get up there then? Yeah. Alright. Maybe there's a... Aha, there we go. Alright. We kind of found the path. Alright. Now that we're here, let's go find the entrance. Looks like a ruined temple. Doesn't really look like if there's anything I can really do to explore this area. There's nothing here. What a great waste of time, Collector. Your friend decided to burn his house down. Or burn his temple or something. Wait, what's that? Not surprising. Tess is perfectly okay. Although it is kind of strange that your name is Cat, but yet you can fall down and die. And they say that cats usually land on all 4 feet, but still. You should be pretty acrobatic, Cat. Respect your name that you've been given. And respect the creature that it is named after. Anyway. Looks like this was the entrance all along. Weird. Alright. Ooh. It's a big room. Indeed. Oh, I don't want to collect skulls. I thought that was a body I could loot. Bone meal indeed. Another bone meal. Ooh, more bone meal. Fascinating. Alright. That's everything. Looks like, although I don't really care anymore. Oh, another bone meal, interesting. No, you don't instantly respawn it, so that means that there was a body that I missed. I'll explore the rest of this area and see if we can find said more skeletons. Doesn't look like it. No, it does not. Although there's no one here. Fascinating. So maybe this area has stuff. What is this spell? I suddenly feel dizzy. What is that sound? Wait, I can't move. What is this? What is this indeed? I demand to know the answer to this at once. Oh, there is a dragon.
Look what I have caught in my magic web. Don't try to struggle. You are trapped because I wish it.
Then I wish for it to not be trapped.
Now, why do you disturb my slumber? Answer quickly, before I get hungry.
I don't really taste very good. I'm looking for a statue that might resemble your species. Xilestar. Interesting. Anyway. Is that supposed to be a weird way of saying, like, dictionary kind of thing, but it's like a different spelling just to make it kind of... Anyway, I'm looking for a dragon statue.
So you are a treasure seeker then? Do I look like a petty worm who collects useless trinkets?
Isn't that the stereotype of dragons where they collect shiny things?
You amuse me, so I will let you leave with your skin still on your bones. Run along now, little flame, before I change my mind.
What did you call me? Little flame. I'll show you the biggest fireball you've ever witnessed. I was sent by the Collector, though.
The Collector? So that is what he calls himself now. Not very original, if you ask me. But he must have had a good reason to send you to me. Unless you are the one he spoke of. You do not look like much. Just a little flame wrapped in fancy armor, wielding petty magics.
Hey, I'm in my weakened form. Say that with my stronger
The one you
form.
call the Collector thinks highly of you, and all my kind owe him a great debt. I guess I can honor some of that, at least.
So we will fight. I shall call upon my armor then. So you'll give me the statue. I don't like this dragon's attitude. He seems to be insulting me.
Not so fast.
No.
You may be who you say you are, or not. Your kind is so fascinated with lies.
Okay.
So I propose a test of sorts, or a game, if you wish.
Okay.
My favorite. I will speak a riddle to you, and you shall answer.
And then you'll give me the statue I seek?
If you answer all of them correctly, I will give you your statue.
Perfect.
But if not, I will carve runes into your bones and make them dance.
Unfortunately, my heart will not allow that to happen. My heart will not allow me to die. I guess I don't have much of a choice.
Well, of course you don't. But that's what makes it fun. So let us begin with an easy but ancient one.
Okay.
A creature pulls itself from the darkness beyond. In the morning, he crawls on 4 legs, but as the sun meets the sky, he walks on 2. As nighttime washes over the land, the creature walks on 3 legs. What kind of creature is this?
A mud crab? Well, mud crabs don't really have, like, 4 legs in a sense, so they technically have more than that. A dragonfly? They don't really crawl now, do they? A man? An interesting way to put it. When a person is actually born, they crawl on 4 legs, and then when in the middle of their life, they walk on 2. And when they are in their elderly stage, they usually need to have use of an extra leg of sorts, like a cane. So I guess a man seems like the worthy answer.
Quite good. I do not know if it was merely a lucky guess, but your answer is correct. Let us move on to the next riddle.
That was an easy one. Fine, give me the next one.
I had forgotten how impatient your race is.
Well, we're pressed on time.
Little flames all sputtering their brief lives on this earth.
So stop wasting my mortality.
So here is my next riddle. Lighter than what I am made of, more of me is hidden than is seen. I am the bane of the mariner and the tooth of the sea. Speak my name.
So lighter than you are made of. And it has to deal with the sea. Specifically something that can harm in the sea. I have heard tales of a boat that seems to have been destroyed by an iceberg. So a shark, But they usually don't go after sailors nearly as much as people like to believe. So, I guess that's not the right answer. Storms. Since it's like the tooth of the sea, it seems like it would be more present than Just spontaneous. So I guess storms is not the answer. Ice. Makes sense, actually. Just like I said before about the boat being destroyed by an iceberg, so ice seems like the right answer.
You question yourself, I see. But no matter, since you answered correctly. Ice is the bane of the captain and the tooth of the sea.
Awesome.
You are doing well, little flame. Only one left to answer, and then we are done.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready for the final one. Then let's finish this.
Let us finish the game.
That's what I just said.
I am free for the taking all through life, though given but once at birth. I weigh nothing, but will fell the strongest, if held. What am I?
Love is not really the right answer here. Life itself makes a little bit of sense, but isn't the complete answer. You can't really hold the life of anyone but yourself in a sense, so that doesn't really make much sense or light. It fits some of the boxes, but not completely. Although my divine weapon itself, Twisted Light, I can actually twist light in my hand, so technically I can hold it in my hand, but not really what we're looking for. Breath. It's weird because though given but once at birth is what's throwing me off, but breath is actually the right answer, I believe.
Ah, you are the one foreseen.
Says that was, but anyway. Alright, so I obviously knew the answers to all three. Although, I will say this, though. When I first went through this, I didn't know what the first one was, because I've never heard that riddle before. It didn't make much sense to me. But just like I said, though, like, I pieced it out, which each and every one is, and then I thought that man was the right answer, and I was right. As soon as it says, tooth of the sea, I immediately, I kid you not, before I even saw the choices, I'm like, are you talking about ice? And it literally popped up as ice. So yeah, and then for the third one, I got confused because I thought it was between three of them. Like, life itself, it makes sense for some of what he said, but not completely. But I thought that maybe there was a different way of thinking about it that I didn't know. And for light, well, Tarathis has Twisted Light, which is a weapon that can, bend light to the owner's will. So it makes sense that it would have that, he would think that, right? But it is breath, which is interesting because it's the held part that throws everything off, though. But it is right. You can pretty much make anybody fall by making them hold their breath, by having them hold their breath. So it's interesting. Does that mean I was correct?
Of course it does, little flame. You played the game well, and now it is time for your reward.
Awesome. Amazing. Perfect. But I have questions.
Your kind always does. But your tale will not be written by me. Here is your statue.
Okay.
Farewell, little flame. May your small life burn brightly in the years to come.
Okay. Oh. Well, he just teleported me. That was unsettling. The dragon sent me back to the collector with some ominous warnings. I hate enigmatic replies. Now that I have the dragon statue, Wintermoon is probably waiting at the Two Sisters Lodge in Skingrad. I better go talk to her. I'm guessing that dialogue prompt happens depending on whichever one you pick. So if you pick this one first, it probably says, I should probably go and grab the other statue. And then because we did Wintermoon thing first, it probably is oh yeah, you can go do the Wintermoon thing now. Here we go. Perfect. Hello, the collector.
You have returned. Did my friend give you the statue?
You never told me your friend was a statue. Not statue, was a dragon. And almost took my head off.
Ah, yes. He can be a bit cranky sometimes. A worm as old as the Lixnere tends to think differently than you mortals. I am glad he gave you the statue. There are times he stops listening even to me. Now go forth, but remember our agreement. Good luck.
Although I have to say though, when he says the dragon's name, it sounds like he's putting more emphasis into the letter N before the X. So it sounds like he's saying like Dil Nixere, and
Yes?
it's throwing me off because I thought it was Dilxnere. So it kind of throws me off that it's talking about like we're talking about two different things right now.
Yes?
Do you have anything to say? No? We have a statue. We have like almost all the statues now, Cat. You should be saying things. You should be like, we're like one step further to ending the heart or something like that. Statue of Maw, Statue of Dragon. Alright. Where are we going? Going to Two Sisters Lodge. Alright. Alright, Tess. I'm gonna have an important mission for you later. Alright. Alright. Where are we going?
Why don't you get a room while we wait? We might be here a while.
Really? Okay, well, I was gonna do that anyway. Hey, where's the innkeeper? Do you know what the innkeeper is?
I used to think you were a hero.
Oh, be quiet. I know why you're angry and I don't really care. Where's the innkeeper? Hello, I wish to rent a room. Where is the innkeeper? How can I rent a room if the innkeeper's not here? This business deserves to go rot. There they are. Hey, I've been waiting for 5 hours to finally rent a room.
I'm Ma Gramogak, proprietor of Two Sisters Lodge. My sister and I own the place. Two sisters, see? Need a bed? Good food?
Just need a room. Bed.
You need some place to rest? I can rent you a room for the night for 10 gold.
10 gold. Should be 5 gold to compensation for having me wait 5 hours to get a room. Anyway.
Okay then. It's upstairs, the room at the west end of the hall. That's to your right when you come out
east,
the door.
West.
Enjoy.
Ugh.
Bye.
Fine.
You got the room?
What are you looking at?
Good. I'll meet you upstairs. We need to talk.
Okay. What are you looking at? Get out of here. I will kill you. Oh, you are essential. I shall remove your essential status at once. Later. Alright, Tess. I take it the cat has a private conversation she wants to have with me. Tess, would you mind guarding the door?
My love.
Would you mind guarding the door for us?
All right.
Thank you. I'd rather not have any sneaky surprises. Alright, let's save the game. And alright, I'm here. What? What?
I'm sorry if that was too strong. I felt a connection and...
I'm actually with Tess, though. Okay. You thought wrong. Fine. I'll do this. Oh, okay. Whatever. Who's spying on us? Why is the light on? Of course I know. Drathis is just reading a book, of course. And look, he finished reading the book. That's exactly what happened. Where am I? What is this place?
You approach, little fly, but you are not worthy. You scratch and claw for those who are dead but not aware. The way will open, and we will come forth to scour your world.
Alright, White King. What? What just happened? Ugh. Why does this game decide to actually do this all the time? I mean, why does this dream seem to have taken off my entire equipment and always make me unequip my divine relic? Cat, get up. What are you doing?
Good, you're here. You've been successful so far in your search, but I fear there are others looming.
Don't worry, Tess.
My brothers and sisters have been attacked multiple times by Daedric forces, although under whose command I don't know. Time is squeezing shut.
Slow down. Who are you really?
I guess it cannot hurt to tell you. I am Wintermoon, of the children of the Nerevarine. We do not have time for a history lesson, so I'll be brief. My people are called the Minmer, or Mystic Elves in your language. We fled the Altmer rule long ago and kept to ourselves, far in the mountains to the north.
Similar to this.
Then, centuries ago, Indoral Nerevar came and told us of danger in our midst. An artifact had come to my people, one in hiding.
So you're almost like the Snow Elves, in a sense. Let me guess, the Heart of the Dead?
You're perceptive. This heart killed most of my people before it disappeared. For many decades, my people have searched in vain for this evil thing. Then 2 summers ago, Nerevar was reborn. After the fall of Dagoth my people joined forces with the Nerevarine to track down the heart. We became reborn ourselves. We are now the children of the Nerevarine. I traced the heart back to its origins, to the one called Yearn. From there I have been following his clues, as you have.
But what is the heart?
Long ago there was a powerful artifact called the Heart of Lorkhan that was used to create the Tribunal, as well as the devil Dagoth From what I can gather, Yearn was an alchemist who somehow learned to siphon power from the Heart of Lorkhan without Dagoth knowing. With this power he created the Heart of the Dead. Why he used this to raise the dead only, I do not know.
Who was Yearn exactly?
I couldn't find much. I know he was part of an ancient Alessian cult, part of the 8 Divines. They worshipped Mara for death, but also a dragon god for strength, and something called the White King for wisdom. My knowledge ends there.
What was that temple back there?
The temple you found was once dedicated to Dagoth My brethren tried to destroy it, but could not, even with the Mad God's fall. So the Nerevarine cast a spell for the temple to be reclaimed by the earth, but, as you saw, the Daedra and the Hungers still returned. The Lich we fought was once one of my Minma brethren, put there to guard against the evil. His loss cuts deep.
He was weak to succumb. I'm sorry. To be fair, Travis would say this, but just to be on good terms, actually, he would say, I'm sorry for his weakness, or I'm sorry for their weakness. I'm sorry.
Thank you. But we have other things to discuss.
Like what? So what now?
Now I'll give you the statue.
Hooray!
Don't look so surprised. You have me at a disadvantage, and I fear that I must trust you. So here is the statue of Nerevar. Yearn defiled it to create his lock, so I'm glad to be rid of it. Now that you have all the statues, I will meet you at the Coral Chapel by the Mara Shrine, once you finish up here.
Yes, my love.
Okay. I think... Oh, you're supposed to get up now. Oh. I have all 3 missing statues. I better head back to Coral Chapel to use the portai. Then we'll see what happens. Although I gotta say though, we were just studying. Yeah, there was a huge test coming up.
How can I help? All right.
Follow me tests. Again, there was a huge test. I had to study, and Kat was there to study with me. See, you embarrassed her. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Anyway. Okay, so I want to mention this before we get too far in. There is a chance where you can skip the cutscene that we just saw. The one where the undead just walk towards you with the White King's, I guess it's the White King's armor, on there. There's a chance you can miss that one because it doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't force you. It doesn't tell you that you should sleep as soon as you talk to Inar. So you can actually, like, go do the first one right when he, like right before the statues part. And then right when you're supposed to sleep here, you would get the one where Brother Urn talks to the monk. And then you can never, ever, like, get the third one kind of thing. Or maybe you can get the third one after you sleep again. But, I don't know. Where are we going? We're going to Coral. So I think there might be only like 3 cutscenes as far as I know of. That's the only as far as I've seen. I don't think there's a 4th. I thought that maybe it was depending on like how many of the White King's pieces you have. But I guess I was wrong. Maybe it's like because the first one happened after we got the eyes. The second one happened after we got the gauntlets, or the hands. So, the third one I thought would be like, I don't know, the shield of the White King. I don't know. Where's Wintermoon? Ah, there you are.
Good, you came. Lead on, and I will follow.
That's fine, I guess. I don't know. Altar of Mara. Alright. This is new. Why are we back here? Why are the stairs down? What is going on in this forsaken area? That's not the way. This is the way, Wintermoon. I definitely remember this place. I don't remember this gate being... Oh yeah, Tess locks closes every gate she ever walks through. Alright. Alright, well, Tess, since you're too slow with your torch, I'll just have to equip one of mine then. Still caved in, I see. I wonder where they were digging from. Anyway, let's continue onward. What? What? How did you get here? What an interesting thing. No one's gonna say anything. You're not gonna say anything like, good riddance, he's dead, and you're not gonna say, how did this guy get here? Because that's my question right now. How did Dublin get here? You need the eyes to be able to get to the passageway, and there's no other way to get in here. The cave collapsed, or the way that they dug down with a strange machine or whatever they were, I think that's what they were talking about before, like collapsed. So how did they get here? Speak!
Yes, my love.
What is Dublin doing here? You don't have anything to say. You
lead on, and I...
No! Tell me why Dublin is here. I demand to know answers. Doesn't look like there's anything secret over here still. Weird. Hey, where's my bodyguard, Tess? Ah, who cares? Tess is always so slow in her own little way. She gets stuck on every little rock. It's her weakness. Okay. Okay.
Yes, my love.
Anything here? No?
Lead on.
No. I don't know what to do here. I never got this far. Okay. Well, this one had a strange thing written on it, so maybe the other ones have strange things written on them. Doesn't need the translation spell. Alright. Let's see what the Mola statue has to say. Sunrise. So one of them would have to be sunset. Yes. And then what about this one? On the bottom... Oh. The first statue of the Nerevarine. It makes you uneasy just looking at it. On the bottom in an inscription, under. Well, that's just easy. Under means like bottom, south. Also, he proves to be evil. Wait a minute. That's just a statue of Vermina. Not Vermina, Nocturnal. Alright. It's just a normal statue. East, well... Oh, there you are, Tess. Well, east is usually how the sun rises, so... Sunrise. Aha. And for sunset, well, that's obviously the final one. Dragon. There we go. Do you see that? It is boots! The talons of the White King. Damn, the boots are scalding to the touch. How can I retrieve them? Perhaps the hands might prove something useful. Oh. Alright,
This is as far as I go. Unlike the others, I think this portal will only let the wearer of the boots go through. You'll have to face this alone. You have the keys to the puzzles. For better or worse, my fate is in your hands.
Actually, the hands of the White King is what you mean.
I don't like this. You shouldn't go alone.
Oh, I didn't realize that she will have. Okay, the boots will only let me go.
I know that. Just be careful, okay? I don't want to lose you. We're soulmates, you know. Be careful.
Actually, this is new. I didn't realize she would actually say something. I'm surprised that they don't trigger that.
This is as far...
Okay, you don't say anything, okay?
How can I help?
I want you to guard them, Tess.
All right.
Good. At least... Alright, you two will be safe. Tess is a worthy bodyguard. Alright, where am I? Huh? This place looks very strange indeed. Actually, let's go test my theory that each and every item gives you a dream. Because this mod doesn't actually truly understand my powers. Yeah. This place looks beautiful. If only I could let Wintermoon and Cat stay here. This place is very serene and beautiful indeed. Ah, I'd wish for this, though. Wonderful. My magic is fully repaired. And now, let's try and see if there's another dream. Does not appear like it. Good. Alright, good to know. And now let us return. Huh. Fascinating. I'm going to save before we do anything, and let's go over here. Alrighty then. Looks like we will need to use the eyes of the White King. Cool. Anything over here? Another chest. Somebody came here and stole the items in that chest. There might have been Shadow Arm Freezing. Ooh. Frost and Burden. That actually sounds like a really nice combination. What's this? Ooh, strong potions of healing. Interesting. Should probably start working on increasing my alchemy. Okay. Ooh, another chest. Fascinating. Still nothing really good. There should be another one. Ah, here it is. The final button. Allow me in. There we go. Perfect. Now I can take off these pitiful eyes that seem to want to kill me. Ah, some more treasure indeed. Yes, it looks like the eyes actually destroy some of the walls. Just like it did in the other areas. Fascinating. And... ouch, the flame. Alright. It looks like we're dealing with some more life points. Fascinating. So it looks like that puzzle required only the hands and the eyes. Fascinating. So let's go with this one. Where does this lead me? Interesting. Ooh, it's very dangerous indeed. Take it this must be some kind of poisoned water. Or maybe the boots shall give me some help. Ah, the boots do help. Fascinating. Apparently this guy didn't make it. He didn't have the White King's armor, of course. That might be why he didn't make it. Another strange liquid. Indeed. Ooh, another strange liquid. Ooh, some chests. What a wonderful thing. Shadow Cutter Flame. I believe I've already collected that. Strange liquid indeed. Nothing else in it. People keep stealing my treasures before I even have a chance of claiming them myself. How dare they do such a thing? Strange liquid. Seems like it's a... oh, more strange liquid. Fascinating. Seems weird, though, that the strange liquid is being absorbed by my talents. Interesting. An X marks the spot, of course. Ah. Looks like I'm going to need the hands yet again. Wonderful. I take it I can't really use the same door twice. However, is there another one over here? Ah, there is another one over here. Fascinating. Let us see what this one has in store for me. This one seems rather interesting. I take it that the eyes are the answer? No. The eyes are not the sole answer. Interesting. So the eyes are not the only answer in here. The eyes allow to see the path that I need to take. I guess the boots are what I need to actually step on them. Fascinating. Alright. Alright. And then the little weird F thing. Ah! Still hot. Alright. Guess I gotta use all 3 of the relics. Alright. Interesting. Also, I want to mention this before we continue onward. I'm going to say this during the mod playthrough as well. There might be a chance, I don't know exactly if this is actually like the right path to pick for all this stuff, but I want to mention this now before I continue any onward. There is a chance where the pillar won't move when you walk in, and the only solution that I can think of is either pick the same route that I choose And if you need to go again, go through this door where the gas trap is and just go straight for the end. And you'll be able to successfully go through. I think you just have to go through one of them twice, and then the pillar will fully go down. But because we don't need to do that, I won't do it. A flame. I take it that's not the only thing that's in this area. Perhaps there's a secret door somewhere. Doesn't seem like it. Well, the hands had a similar issue as well, where I had to use them in order to see the... No, the hands, yeah. I had to use the eyes to do it. Ooh. Damn, the greaves are skeleton to the touch. How can I retrieve them? With the hands, of course. Oh.
Through this gate lies the final reward.
What gate?
Only those of truest heart shall be judged.
There's no gate. Is the gate back here? Uh-oh, I'm stuck in here now. Okay. There's no gate. Oh. Strange portal. It is strange indeed, character. It is strange indeed. I shall go through it. Oh, I seem to have passed out. Nice arrow. What happened? Where am I? Why am I here?
Good. You're awake.
What are you doing here? What happened?
You almost died.
What?
I'm guessing that the last gate was Yern's last test. Only his true followers could make it through. I should have known he would set up a trap like that, and I'm sorry. I recalled in when you grabbed the last piece of armor. I was just in time.
Thank you, but how did you find me?
The White King armor has a unique curse.
I've seen
Combined with what I know of your essence, I followed the trail to that last room.
By seen it, I mean
it was a good thing. You were severely poisoned by the last gate. I recalled us here and healed you.
I take it you know where here is?
Of course. We've reached the last leg of our journey. The mountain you see before you is called Red Mountain. It was the home of Dagoth-Ur. But you must have many questions. Ask them now, because time is of the essence and we must finish this.
Alright. Where is Kat?
I'm sorry, I could not bring her. As it is, I barely survived recalling you out of the room. She said she would meet you back at the Two Sisters Inn when you are finished. What you see in that half-breed. But it is not my place.
But what about Tess? She was guarding you two. Why is the heart so dangerous?
Why is anything created by the gods dangerous? It is the wielder who makes it so.
Indeed.
But the heart is more than that.
What do you mean?
The cult members I interrogated told me that the heart of the dead opens the way, and that the dead will come forth. That doesn't sound too pleasant, does it?
It's like certain relics that kind of open the land of the dead to the land of the living. I've heard of said magic, but I haven't actually explored it myself. Why are we in Morrowind?
From what I've been able to gather, Yern the Mad made his laboratory here, right under the nose of Dagoth-Ur himself. It was here that he made the heart of the dead.
Ooh.
We found his secret passage, but only the one who holds the White King armor can open Yern's door. That, of course, is you.
Okay. How do you know so much about Yern in this case?
Most I have pieced together. Yern destroyed my village, I know not why, and then fled with the heart. He used it and became the aspect of an ancient god called the White King. This god wanted to open a portal to the realm of the dead. Something stopped him before the portal opened. Yern was killed, and the aspect safely tucked away. His followers, named the Cult of the Three, took the pieces of the White King armor and scattered them throughout the land. They also laid elaborate traps so that only the truly worthy would take up the mantle and become the White King once more. I managed to coerce this information from a cult follower before he died. His first clue led me to a cave above Bruma, but it was empty. I take it that was your doing. Which brings me to my question. How did you find out about the heart?
Were you the person that we saw up on that cliff, by any chance? No, because then you would have said that you beat me to it. I wonder who that person was. A professor hired me.
A professor? And how did he know where to begin the search?
He said he translated Yurn's diary.
Ah, a fellow treasure hunter like yourself. I will not judge, as long as it leads me to the destruction of the heart.
So you can't have the same goal. So now we get the heart.
Yes. My brothers and sisters wait for us at the remains of Dagothur's lair. But I must also warn you, since you entered that first cave, this area has suddenly filled with the undead. I don't know where they come from.
Okay.
My people have been attacked numerous times. I hope they are still alive, so we must be careful. Also, I have a special recall spell to give you, just in case we get lost. You know how these work?
Yes.
Just use it if you need to. Let's go.
What about this crystal tree?
We have traveled for years with the Nerevarine, helping the Savior destroy many of Dagothur's hidden shrines. We did this both to help the Nerevarine and to search for the heart of the dead. With our leader's help, the Nerevarine constructed the crystal tree from ancient magics and sent the roots deep into the earth. It stretches deep into the corruption that is Lorcan and cleanses the earth of his decay.
Lorcan.
Lorcan is another name for the White King. Ah. The cult of the Three worship him and two others. Yurn used the heart of Lorcan to channel the god's energies into his own heart of the dead. It makes sense now, although we don't know why.
Alright. Fascinating. Alright. Alright. Where's your battle axe? Ah, there it is. Alright. The armor keeps snapping away at pieces. I sense danger ahead. Ah. A wraith. Interesting. Your dagger looks very interesting. What are you shooting your magic at? Me? How would I be your enemy? Trying to sneak up on us? Not while I'm here. Actually, I should probably go and give you the spell after, actually. Unfortunately, the spell does not have a way of me discovering a way that I actually do give it to the other person yet. But soon it might. I might learn a way to actually be able to show an effect. Anyway, the outer facility... Makes it seem like this is like some kind of lab or something. Weird. Anyway. Alright. Perhaps the weapons that these creatures are using are corrupted weapons. And that's why they are called shadow weapons. Very interesting. Where is your weapon, by chance? You had one. I saw it. You also hit me with it, so I know you had one. Perhaps the earth has reclaimed it. It looks like it has. What a shit. Oh, there it is. I used my sworn enemy's armor, but unfortunately it hurts me. Seems to put a curse on it just for me. What the? What? What a strange thing to happen. This ghost made me sink into the ground. What? This ghost has obviously some magical powers. I've never seen such magic before.
Hello, who's there?
Hmm. Are those Yurn's lackeys? Seems like more vampires. They don't look like the same ones that like the ones we fought before. Let's see here. Should be fine for now. Ooh. These are some nice ingredients, of course. To the wheat. Alright, skeleton. Bye, skeleton. Alright. Got the weapon. Where's the shield? There's the shield. Nice. Anything over here? Nope. Alright. Is there anything else that we haven't explored yet? It's kind of Wintermoon. It's very kind of Wintermoon to give me a map of the area for some reason. Strange. How did you procure this map? More ingredients that I can use for my potion experiments. Perhaps I'll spend some time actually doing some of my own experiments. Oh, more vampires. Well, the Order of the Virtuous Blood is going to be very happy that there is less vampires. Less of this vampiric scourge around. Not to mention that they will pay very handsomely for me killing such filth. Yeah. Anyway. I'll throw those stuff in there for now. And I'll throw these potions, because I don't even use them. You can have this wolf pill too. And these soda tubs. And for the travel chest, I'll just store the rest of the stuff. Yeah, I'm picking up. Especially these shadow shields. Should be fine for now. Anything in here? Seems more of these strange rooms. Wintermoon, do you have any idea of what language this is, or what these runes stand for? Seem quite intriguing. I almost have seen these before. Do you know of the Archaeology Guild? I believe they have a poster about this. Strange. Perhaps this is an ancient warlock sect? Maybe? Although that would be very fascinating indeed. No. I won't even be giving you the time of day. You and your shadow sword of weakness. Not my weakness, but your weakness. That was very strange. Shadow Blade of Draining. There we go. Wintermoon, if you want to keep trying to follow me, you're going to have to start pulling your own weight. Right now, it looks like you're not really doing anything. You're just following me to your end. Should be more like Tess. She takes charge in the battle. Not just follows me. A metal door. Wintermoon, your map. It's very interesting. I don't like this. We have some more of that vampiric scourge in front of us. They're dead. You don't need to be armed right now. Unless you're here to kill me. In which case, Cube will deliver his final judgment on you. What a weakling. Weak. It's like I lost that more flesh. No matter. What is this? Nothing. What is this one? Nothing indeed. Alright. I've already collected their items. Fascinating. Be careful, Wintermoon. Seems to be some people down here. They don't look like they're enemies. Actually, you know what?
These are all that remain of the children of the Nerevarine. We've been attacked now for weeks.
Although I was gonna say, they look like they're wearing the same kind of armor you are wearing. Attacked?
By strange, black-clothed hunters. I do not know how they found this, or who they work for, but they've killed 8 of us. At first, I thought you were working with them, but then I heard of their attack on you in the Imperial City.
I guess Fintius told you about it. I've seen them in other places as well.
I wish I knew who sent them. They owe us a blood debt. But no matter. Beyond the door lies the entranceway into Akula Khan's chamber.
The who now?
The chamber itself was sealed by the Nerevarine, but Yern's passage was hidden outside. Only the one who holds the armor can open the door. I have some items to give you. First is the key to the chamber beyond. The others are things we have scavenged. They should be useful. Lead on.
Alright. Well, if you guys don't mind, I don't. If you guys don't. Well, as a favor to you, I'll give your brethren a small portion of my immortality. This might prove very useful. And then what you remember probably just ended up telling me you're taking our supplies. It's like, yes, you want to finish this? I'm gonna need as much supplies as I can get a hold of. What are you doing? If you wish to come along, come along. Hey, you look like Tess a little bit. You should come along too.
May the Nerevarine bless you, my friend.
Yes, you should come with us. No. Okay.
I hope I can help.
You just sound like a vanilla person. Interesting.
Good day.
You also sound like a vanilla person. Fascinating. Are you all going to follow me? No. Where that you want to. However, I won't really pry any further. Let's go. To Dagoth's cupboard. Guardians are weak. Alright. Is this Dagoth doesn't really look very strong.
Wear the flesh and open the way.
But the flesh hurts me. Fine, whatever. The door opened, and the White King armor seems dead and worthless now. It's like all the magic has been sucked from them, leaving them lifeless. They don't really provide much protection anymore. No matter. Yes, you go down too. Where are we? Ah, some more of these weak guardians. Just a little bit off, not really a little bit off topic, but a little bit out of the sort of thing. I have no idea why this happens to... I don't know if it's just me, or if it's just, like, something else. But, before, I guess the recent version or whatever, I have seen other people play this mod, and I've seen this happen too. Or I've seen this not happen to them, so I'm a bit confused here. Talonson's not supposed to follow you, or at the very least, I've never seen him follow anybody else for the most part, other than me. So, I don't know. I didn't really change any. I didn't even edit the mod to have him follow me, which is very interesting. Maybe he's supposed to be like, oh, I wish to take the fight to them or something like that. Because if he would have like told us that, like I wish to go with you or something like that, then that makes sense. But no. I don't know what it came over me. I'll trigger the trap. Your trap does nothing. Cube will stop it. Yes, you two deal with that. Ah, what are you? You're a Reaver? Shadow Bolt of Shocking. Very interesting. I should take it. Where's Wintermoon? Ah, there she is. Just in case you get a little bit broken, because I don't have a way of summoning you. Lovely traps. Indeed. Good thing you guys don't set them off. Ah, another Reaver. Fascinating. Your Reaverness does not defeat me. We shall destroy everything. I shall deliver the final blow on each and every one of them. But if I were to use my armor, I'd be able to hop over there in no time. But I don't wish to. Well, this is why we have this now. Talonson, appear before me. Good. Now that you're all fixed, let's go over this bridge. And don't break again. It's a good thing that you have the ability of teleportation. He does not. Anyway. Is anything over here? Ow. What are you? A Master Reaver? It survived Lord Cube's relic. How dare it do that? A bone shard? Nah. We don't need a Reaver skull. That would be weird and... That would be weird. Oh, it won't open. And there's a strange skull-like indentation in the center. Talk about this thing. Okay, maybe that skull is something that we need. Oh, the skull goes into the indentation, and the door now opens. Door opens now. Fascinating. What is this? Oh, well, I can't really do anything with that. Alright. So let's use this translation spell. What an interesting spell. Only the king can open the throne by wearing his flesh and touching stone. Don the armor, dull and dead, then seek the words fully read. 1H2T3L4E. Huh. Perhaps it is talking about what they were referred to? Well, the E might represent the eyes. And the T might represent the talons. And what was the other one? What was the A? Ah, hands. Yes, alright. I have an idea. Another Reaver shall be defeated. Are you guys okay? You look like you're okay. Alright, the first one was the hands. Let's put the gauntlets here. Yeah. Alright, what's over here? Another Reaver. Thought there might be something else over here. Does not look like it. Anyway. This room doesn't look like it has anything else. We should continue onward. I didn't even go near you. Interesting. I shall just go loot this now. Shadow Cutter Flame. Keep getting the same weapons, but I'm not really getting any difference. What I am getting. Go down, Ghost. The Reaver goes down as well. And the Ghost goes down. Arrow Stillness. Interesting. Like Talon Sun. Is there a trap that one of you set off? Or was there an invisible trigger? Alright. What was the second one? It was 2T, I think? So this would be the boots then, because they would be the talons. Which would fit, but I'm just exploring the other areas. You can take your pitiful boots. The White King is such a weakling. for the fact that his equipment can easily be destroyed. Well, mine can't. This elven lich. These elven liches are too weak. Alright, what's over here? More skeletons. More of these skeleton guardians, it seems. You're not stealing its stuff, buddy. You're lucky I even let you in on this trip. You're also lucky that I even let you share in a portion of my immortality. Okay, what's over here then? Oh, this is where the trap leads you. So it doesn't necessarily lead you to a dead end, and then it tries to kill you off. Alright, let's head back to where we were. Doesn't really look like it's after me, though. Looks like it's after you guys. But it's annoying me. Yeah, I know about that one. That was weird. Let's see here. This one would probably be Greaves, considering the fact that the last one would have to be the eyes of the White King. Alright. I present to you the eyes of the White King. That looks entirely different for whatever reason. I would much prefer this one, to be fair. This actually looks a lot better than what I have, but it's fine. The heart of the three. Fascinating. Let's see here. There doesn't seem to be anything entirely here. What's down here? Empty doors. Doors that lead to nowhere. What is that over there? Anything secret over here? No. Anything secret over here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Alright, you two. Stay here. I said stay there, and I will explore. It does look like the armor, but how? We use the armor to get in here. So how is there a second set of the armor? Do you explain this?
Let us find the heart and destroy it.
Yeah, what about the armor that's there? White King altars.
Like the door, you might have to wear a piece of the White King armor while touching the altars. I do not know the order, however.
Yes, I've already solved that. I'm just trying to figure out why there's a second set of armor right in front of us.
What can I do for...
You don't say anything. Alright, well, guess we'll just take the armor. Alright. I know how much me and the White King hate each other. But I guess I'm taking his armor. What? What happened? What? An ambush? How did you guys get over there? Who are you? More of those hunters, I presume. What? It's like that dragon's spell all over again.
Good to see you again.
I've never met you.
No, don't try to move. The containment spell is a powerful one taught to me long ago. Even your friend cannot escape.
Just like the dragon? Who are you? Guessing you are in awe. Let us go.
Oh, I think not. You did do your job superbly. Better than the others I sent.
What do you mean, others? What do you mean by others?
Why, yes. That mage imbecile. What was his name? Dublin? I hired him.
He's dead.
And I sent my son Garrick to look as well. All quite ignorant of each other, or the fact that I had hired all of them. You can never have enough crab eggs in your basket.
Guess. Also, the person that we saw upon that cliff is actually Garrick. Just thought that I should probably mention that while we're here. So let me go then.
Believe me when I say that I'm sorry about this, but I have no choice. You see, I can't have you meddling in what I'm about to do. Consider yourself lucky. I'm going to let you watch the birth of a god.
What are you spouting? You never were going to pay me, were you?
Again, I apologize. But I see that you have questions. I guess I owe you that much, considering how much you've done for me. Ask, but know that my time is short.
It's okay, so this is actually kind of funny though, because like it's like the sentiment like I've been waiting for centuries for this artifact, and because it's like right in front of me, like I can literally see it right behind you. I don't mind wasting like a few extra minutes just talking kind of thing. Who are you really?
It's complicated. Let's just say that I was born long before this current empire was even a glimmer in someone's thoughts. My people were wiped out long ago by that bitch Alessia and her damned revolution. Now there are only a few of us, hiding like beggars.
What? I've been there. I helped Pelinal defeat Umaril for the first time. I've also been to the Slave Rebellion. I don't remember you there, though. You're Ayleid?
You're surprised? We were like gods. And yet you think a little thing like time would kill us? Those who remained after the slave wars used the magic of the Daedric princes to age slowly. Yet as you can see, we still age.
But just slowly.
I have seen empires come and fall. I was there when Alessia died, and I watched her empire crumble. But as the ages passed, fewer of us lived on. My brother and I tried to save my people, but one by one they were hunted down, or simply gave up hope. Even my beloved Miriam.
Okay.
Now my son Garrick and I are the last of the true blood. The black hunters you've encountered are all half-bloods, loyal, but not true Ayleid.
They're all quite weak. Okay, so, the last two Ayleids, I believe... Trying to remember, technically, Umaril is an Ayleid? Technically, there's 3 in a sense, or there was 3, I should say. So, yeah, technically right now there should only be 2. What are you going to do? Your brother? You know of Wintermoon? Why are you doing this? Your brother?
If you haven't guessed, Jörn was my brother. He created the Heart of the Dead from a splinter of Lorkhan's heart. He was afraid to use it, to bring back what we had lost. We argued, and he fled. Years later, he rose as the White King, and we fought for control of the heart. I killed him, but his followers repelled me. Those vermin took the heart and the armor of the White King and hid them from me.
Could have just said hid them here, because you could see it right behind me. You know of Wintermoon?
Unfortunately, I was the one who first brought the heart to her homeland all those centuries ago. I wanted to help them after all. Yearn was weak, and the power burned out of control. My brother and I fought over it, and he left with the heart. Ironically, after my brother turned into the White King, he brought all the mystic elves to do his bidding. All these undead were once her people.
Yearn became the White King?
He was too weak, and the spirit of Lorcan took him completely. I, however, will not make that same mistake.
They always say this. Why are you doing this?
The world has collapsed under the weight of war and hatred. All these small kingdoms scrabbling and killing for scraps.
Scrabbling?
My people brought peace to the land.
No, you didn't.
And the ungrateful masses rose against us.
You guys were using slavery. Yes, you kept them as slaves.
For their own good.
What?
You've seen what the lesser races will do when unchecked.
They'll live peacefully?
With the heart, I can bring back my people, my beloved. With it, I will remake the world to what it was before.
Not if I still draw breath. What are you going to do?
I was there when the Heart of the Dead was created.
What?
My brother and I had different views on how it should be used. He didn't see its power, or what it actually did. He hid it from me, and I've been searching for it ever since.
Okay.
I know what the heart can do. Soon I will be master of the dead, and I will use it to heal the world.
You're mad, just like your brother Yearn the Mad.
Why must you heroes always label brilliance as such?
What?
No matter. It's time to witness my ascension. My brother was a clever one. The last trap says, for love and death shall the door swing wide. Only by sacrificing love shall the doorway be opened.
Oh, are you gonna bring Tess here?
The blood of a loved one must be spilled. The sacrifice must be heeded.
Sacrifice? He's gonna bring Tess, isn't he? You better not bring Tess here. She is technically the one Drethus would love, I guess, in a sense. Well, she would be his first in this playthrough, so I would say yes. Sacrifice?
Again, I'm sorry for this. Hopefully one day you'll understand that I do this to heal the world.
What are you on about? What nonsense are you spouting? Anyway, what's going on? Who's that? Wait, how is that person able to move under this containment spell? Wait, cat? Wait a minute. You better not lay a finger on her.
I see the hatred in your eyes. I hope you know that it pains me to do this, but I do this for the betterment of the world.
If you harm her...
I know your grief. You don't know this, but Katrina is my daughter. Her mother was a human woman, but it doesn't mean I don't care.
What?
We each have our roles. This is hers. I'm sorry.
No.
The way to a new world begins with love and death.
What are you on about? What nonsense are you spouting? No, you better not do it.
It is time. My destiny awaits.
Alright. You shall pay for what you've done to Cat.
We don't have much time.
Wait, what?
Inar is opening a portal to the plains of death, and I think I can free us while he's preoccupied. He is mortal, but once the portal opens, you must not let him enter it. He'll be beyond all weapons then.
Just give me a chance and I'll do it.
When the spell drops, I will give you a weapon called Sunder. But be warned, you must only wear it with the glove called Wraithguard. By hitting Inar with the tools of Kagranak, you can disrupt the heart and separate it from the White King armor. Only then will he be mortal. Now, I must concentrate.
Okay, so I'm going to be getting you a dagger then. Alright.
Goddess preserve me. It's so beautiful.
I would love to be able to move Winter Moon anytime now.
So many years I've waited.
Come on, Winter Moon. Come on. Any second now. Alright. Wraithguard. What a powerful artifact. And Sunder.
What? Summoned you. Killed me.
You're dead. I shall take the armor back. There we go. I have avenged my love, cat. And you're now dead as well. Just a random hunter, really.
Your weapon should have separated the heart from the armor. Retrieve everything so we can close the gate.
Yeah, I have it. It's in my inventory. Should be. Poor cat. Poor cat. Yeah, Heart Eater. Who names a weapon Heart Eater? Should name it something manly, like Twisted Light. Alright, I'm just gonna store everything now. Alright. Alright, okay. Yeah, because I don't want the... Yeah, I'm just gonna store it in here. Alright. Does this do anything? No, I'm just gonna store all this stuff in here. Alright, whatever. Right in our... What? Oh, okay. I have the Heart of the Dead. I have it!
Your weapon should have separated...
I have the heart. Do you want me to take the armor as well? The armor's useless. Oh. Guess it's not that entirely useless.
Good. You have the heart and the armor. Now we can proceed.
But none of it matters. Kat is dead.
She's dead, but not lost to you. When Yurn created the heart, he created a pocket within the land of the dead.
What?
It's likely she's there, along with anyone else killed by Yurn and his mad brother. All of my people are there.
How do you know all of this?
The spirit of my sister is the one who sent me on this quest. She was a powerful priestess, the leader of my clan. 10 years ago, she managed to break through the barrier between this world and Yurn's perversion. She told me about the Cult of the Three. She is also the one who told me about you.
Okay, so how do we end this?
According to my sister, you must take the heart into this realm of death and find the spirit of Yurn. Only he knows how to destroy it.
So it's almost like how my heart works in a sense, where I can travel inside of it. Fascinating. Yurn, he won't help me.
Then you must find a way. It's our only hope. But to do this, you must trust me. Do you?
I guess I don't have an option. Alright. Yes. Alright, I do trust you.
You must don all the armor of the White King, and have the heart in your possession. Only then can you pass through the portal.
I thought the portal almost killed me.
The armor should protect you through the veil.
Should? Should?
Nothing is certain in life, or death. But it is the only way to stop the White King from rising again. I'll place a spell on the body of your beloved to preserve the body. If you can find the spirit, it can return. Make sure the heart is in your possession before you equip the armor and use the portal. It's time for my people to be at peace. Will you do this?
No. Anyway.
Don the armor and enter the portal.
Okay. Where's your fellow brethren, Talon's son, or whatever his name is? Ah, there he is. Hey, buddy, do you have anything to say?
I hope I can help.
Yeah, sure. You don the armor and have the heart and go right in there. Alright, fine. I guess I'll have to do it. But I don't like this Sunder weapon. What does it do? Ugh, it doesn't really look like it's even that strong. But with my rig, it's far more superior. I guess I have to wear the White King's armor. I wish I didn't, but yeah, fine. Alright, I'll save the game. Okay. Damn, that was interesting. The armor protected me as I went through the portal. As I went through he portal? Oh, I read that as the. It's apparently he portal. But I better not take it off. Who knows what the land of the dead will do to me? Unprotected. For now, I better find Yerd and see if I can convince him to destroy the heart. Nothing like a fool's errand to get you through the day. Oh, okay. If you want to know what happens to take off the armor, I will definitely do that in the Oblivion mod playthrough. So if you're very interested, it will happen. I will do it. I think I've... Okay. Have a very weird hood. And your armor is very, very... interesting. Indeed. Oh, that was weird. Wait a minute. Is this heavy armor? No, it's light armor. Why do I feel so slow? Almost like the entire armor is made out of heavy armor. Wait. Who are you? Just gonna stand there in silence? How dare you? That's not even a place I can enter. Fascinating. Oh, another one. Ooh, we have two people over here. Don't you dare. No. What level are these people? 25. That seems quite weak. I won't be able to progress. How will I be able to do it? Is this an area I can go into? No. Doesn't seem to be anything over here. Why are you walking to me?
Welcome. I have been waiting for you.
I found a person who can actually speak to me. Who are you?
I am Summer Sky, sister to Winter Moon, and High Priestess of the Minmer. My people and I have been trapped here for many years, waiting for someone to free us. You are that one.
How do you know?
The veil comes to me in glimpses. Time is an illusion here, as is hope. Your presence gives us that.
I'll do what I can.
And for that, I thank you.
You're different than the others.
My brothers and sisters walk like ones asleep, caught in a nightmare of Yern's making. I managed to break my bonds, but that is all. You have the heart and the armor. You have become the champion we need to free our souls from this torment.
What can I do?
Long ago, when Yern made this pocket of dreams, he brought with him a creature of the old world, called only the Overseer. This creature of the Ayleid keeps my people enslaved. Only one of flesh and blood can kill him. You must be that one.
Okay. I'll kill him for you. What's in it for me? I'll kill him for you.
It is good. You will find him guarding the monastery. Destroy him, and my people will be free. For now, I will create a bridge to replace the one that was destroyed, as well as offer some much-needed help to you. May the gods protect us all.
Alright, lost a loved one.
If your woman is here, she will be imprisoned in the sleeping quarters of the monastery.
Oh, that's good. Overseer.
All I know is that the Overseer is a creation of the alien, and that Yearn brought him here long ago to trap us.
Interesting. The Veil.
The Veil is what my people call that which separates the mortal realm from the realms of the gods.
Oh, I thought you meant the realms of the...
The Veil is thinnest here, in this pocket Yearn made. I can see beyond it, into what was and what will be, but only with extreme effort.
Ah, you have to concentrate. Alright, the White Guardians.
There were those of my people that, through the ages, gave themselves to Yearn, body and soul. They are now our keepers.
Yeah, they did look like they were mystic elves or wild elves or whatever. Yearn.
Yearn is as powerful in death as he was in life. You must be careful when dealing with him. While he is not the White King anymore, his sanity was destroyed long ago.
Okay. And if I remember, you said you were making a bridge. Ah, there it is. Wonderful. Doesn't really look very safe. Couldn't just put extra supports or something like that to make it look more safe or appear safer. Also, you're not even putting it in the right areas. Are you sure you're a master bridge maker or something? Okay. Right. You and your white arrows can't really defeat me. Seems very weird that the land of the dead seems to have housing for people. This White King is very interesting indeed. Bow is not mine. Alright. Alright. Sure. I'll throw this stuff in here for now. Also have a Rage Guard chest. I'm not going to use it. It's just one glove. I don't want to cover only one of my hands. That one looked like he was armed. He was about to attack someone. If he was about to attack me, he'd be sorely mistaken. There you go. The fools actually think they can actually defeat me. You're sorely mistaken. Weird how the archer ran towards me and the swordsman left. The swordsman ran away while the archer charged me. That archer is worth something. Ooh, another archer. Ooh, a Varla stone and a Mystic Elf stone. Fascinating. Too bad your weapons are weak. Alright, where am I? What is that? Is that the Overseer by any chance? What are you? Oh. That is a weird ability. Apparently it also makes me be able to be very disoriented. But you fall all the same.
My people are now free from the chains of the Overseer, but we are still trapped here. It is time for us to help you.
Okay. Damn right it is. I would appreciate any help that you can provide.
It is a comfort to hear some graciousness, especially after what we must do.
What are you going to do?
Yurn's spell on the monastery gate is too great, even for me. We must all combine our power so that you may enter. Our very souls will go into breaking Yurn's grip on this world.
What's going to happen to you?
I do not know. We may move on to the next plane. We may simply disappear into nothingness forever.
You can't do that.
It is a chance we are willing to take. It will be up to you to destroy the heart and end this. The world is counting on you.
No, but you can't.
Tell my sister, she holds all my love. Farewell.
No. There must be another way. Oh, I'm stuck in the middle of this little party. Of 4, apparently. Oh, some more people. Party of 5, apparently. I see. I feel like I'm intruding by being right next to you. This is a very weird circle. I feel very uncomfortable right now. Oh. What? That's right, she said she had to sacrifice her life force in order to defeat the door. Those have pooled their energy and the gate is now open. I hope they find peace. I also hope they find peace. Let's go to the Chapel of the Three. Yun, where are you? I demand to speak to your manager. No, okay. Yun, where are you? Why is my torch gone? I would like my torch. You always pick the wrong moments, torch.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
I can see right through you. Calm down. Are you Yun?
Yun? Yun? I don't know. I haven't heard that name in so long. So long.
I heard you the first time. How long have you been in here?
Minutes. Ages. It's all the same. Why did you come? Why did you invade my sanctuary?
I wouldn't really call this a sanctuary, but I need your help. The heart of the dead.
The heart. Yes, the heart. I can smell it on you. Dancing little dead one all scrabbling around my brain.
Your brain?
I try to run, but they follow. I try to kill myself, but they bring me here, nasty, nasty little dead ones.
What?
He speaks to me, you know. Just to me. His words cut like axe blades, cutting until my tongue is gone and my eyes are dead.
Alright, I need...
They come and they scream and claw and bite and snap. You feel him too, yes? Or else you wouldn't have brought the little star here.
Star? Would you just kindly be quiet and listen?
Yes, listen! Oh no. Oh no.
What's wrong? Oh, literally, what's wrong?
The dead one comes.
Who is that?
The one who whispers all the things I see. He's coming. You need to run. You need to hide the little star.
How can I hide it in such a place? Who's coming? I need to...
He's here.
Where is he? I will defeat him with the rake. Oh.
Who dares disturb our sanctuary?
Me, the Dark
We
King.
See who you are, mortal insect.
You dare call me an
You
insect?
have defiled our armor and our heart for the last time. You actually believe that you can stop the inevitable tide.
Would you just be quiet so I can finally defeat you? Then try to kill me if you can, Lord Khan.
You will learn the meaning of pain, mortal.
I'm actually immortal, by the way.
All will burn.
Can you just shut up? You talk too much. Yep. You talk too much.
Then die.
Well, I have Lord Cube's divine artifact, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Sword of the King. Cool. I took your weapon. Ha 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 ha. Alright, what's next? Okay. What? Where'd he go? That seems kinda interesting. Lord Khan's got Dragon God. Ah.
Welcome, child. You have done us a great service this day.
Okay.
Do not kneel so.
I wasn't going to.
This aspect of the three is not what it once was.
Eh?
My husband and I are shadows in the pages of history now.
Oh, okay. But you're Mora. No. Character. She's not. Well, not in this way.
That is the new aspect.
Exactly.
The one who stands before you is far older, and sadly less wiser. Even as I speak, we grow weaker.
How?
You have defeated what was left of the White King, but he is not destroyed.
What?
As long as the heart remains, your world is not safe. You are not safe. This White King has grown petty and filled with hatred.
Says
Even as Xilestar and I grow weaker, soon the dead will scour your world.
You and the Dragon God go weaker. Is he perhaps draining your strength and powering himself up? Or is it like that one mod that I played, I think it was a Skyrim one, where they were like, the way that the gods get power is through worship. So if nobody worships them, they get weaker. So could it be that as well? Then you must destroy it. You're godly, you destroy it. You're a goddess. You should be able to have more than enough power to destroy such a puny relic.
I cannot.
Ah.
The one who made the heart bound a small fraction of the White King's essence. Bound it in mortal flesh and blood.
I don't understand.
To release the essence of Lorcan, you must go back to the beginning. You must find the earthly shell of the one who created the heart. There you must encase it in the temple of Bone of the Creator. Only then will the ending be revealed.
I don't understand.
Only the one who created it can undo the spell within.
I know that part, but I'm just saying, but where? I don't understand.
You must. Because the White King will return. And your world will tremble.
Well, he has to defeat me first.
Nothing remains. It is up to you. We are only a bit of dreams.
Okay. That didn't really help. So you're the Xilestar they speak. Oh. Well, that was very rude of you, good sir. So we gotta find Yearn, but he's dead. Back at the beginning. Oh, don't tell me you have to go time traveling again. Oh, man. Wait, but the glass is in the real world, so we have to leave this area, but we can't leave this area, can we? Okay, well, I don't know where to go then. Is this the area? Is this the area I need to go? No, it's not. I'm guessing that this area might be it. Perfect. This should be the area, maybe. Hello, I have come to defeat your White King. Since you are servants of him, you shall also share this fate. What? You survived Lord Cube's divine relic? How? That is impossible. You have fallen. I don't know where to go, though. Also, we haven't found any signs of cat. Just yeah, that is also very hurtful. It's like that one area where we went to with all those trials and puzzles. Nothing else in here. No, nobody has their collection of hourglasses lying around. Alright, there's only one place where I haven't been, unless this opens. No. What? What? You've returned! I'm taking your sword again. What do you have? What? Ugh. Hourglass? Oh, no collection of hourglasses this time. You seem very friendly. Still no hourglasses. Who are you? Cat!
I walk in dreams. I see my father, see his greed and pain. I see the heart of a dead race calling to him. I stand in dreams. I see my father's hatred for my half-blood, drawn from a concubine's bed. See his plans for the world. I dance in dreams. The world is dead by the White King's hand. The world is saved by my love, saved and damned, all in dreams. The dream is all. The dream is me.
Ah, okay. Cat, it's me.
My love is gone, swept away by nightmares. I hear his voice and weep.
I've come to take you home.
No home, just the nothingness. No peace, no sleep.
Snap out of it, cat. Oh. Sleep is like love, remember?
What? The dream calls to me. Why do you wake me from it? So cold.
Perhaps we need to spark her memories. Your father didn't love you.
No. Love never blossomed in his breast. Not for me.
But you want love, you found it.
Yes, my love. But it's gone. Lost in the dream.
You said we're soulmates, so I'm here.
The dream. You're real, you. You've come for me.
I've come to take you home. I would love if there's an option saying no and bye. Like, no, goodbye. I've come to take you home.
Home. Yes. Let's go home.
Okay. Good. Alright. So, I didn't properly explore this area. Where'd the cat go? Oh, there she is. I would love for you to stay close to me, cat. Rather than you not get lost. Huh. Okay. Hourglass? I was gonna say I knew it. Huh. Well, if this is supposedly Urn's skeleton, then obviously you have to give him the heart. Although I'm taking his bone meal, though. I'm guessing that this is the answer that we need. Oh.
I am alive again. To breathe the air one last time.
What do you mean? Yurn, what's going on?
I've been waiting for you. Waiting to right the wrong that was done to the world. To atone for my sins.
Mara told me to.
Yes, I know. While the White King tortured me all these years, she was always there to comfort me when he went away. She was my mother on those long, silent nights. But no more. My suffering will end, and so will this madness. Only I can undo the binding. Only I can free the essence within and let it go back to the void. Only then will the way close.
What will happen to me? How can I trust you?
Believe me when I say that I want nothing but to sleep. To go to where my family is waiting. Not this cold, dank world. Although there will be things I will miss. Thank you for letting me taste life this final time.
You're
now
welcome.
I go to my ancestors. May they forgive me for the atrocities I have wreaked upon this world.
Okay. You don't have anything there, though. You don't even have a dagger. Oh. Okay. Oh, the portal thing vanished. Yurn sacrificed himself to destroy the heart, and it feels like this place is tearing itself apart. It makes sense, although that's little consolation if I don't get out of here. I need to head back to the place I started and hope that Wintermoon can open a portal for me. I hope she's still watching. He doesn't have anything. Run, cat! We must run! I'll also talk about a little bit about something that I got confused a lot in the beginning, and if somebody can actually, like, kind of give me their thoughts and opinion on it. What happened? What did you do? I don't know. Anyway, give me their thoughts and opinion on making it, like, sort of like, say, like, yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm a bit confused here. So the final riddle to get the armor was through love and sacrifice. So you have to sacrifice your love. That part I'm not confused with. That part I'm actually, like, I fully understand. The problem is that, like, what Kat said just then, okay. What Kat just said then was that her father never loved her, so how did he pass the puzzle? Because he never loved Kat, but he sacrificed her anyway. That's the part. Don't teleport in front of me. That's the part I'm confused with, is that how did he pass the puzzle, or pass the trial, if he himself didn't love Kat? Or is it more of a proximity thing, like, because we were closer to the altar than he was, and since Kat loved us, like, our love for Kat was the answer? Maybe? And so he used our love for Kat against us, in a sense? But then that also doesn't make any sense, because in a weird way, we didn't sacrifice Kat. Anar did. And technically, even if that was the case, unless because Garrick was the one that did the final blow, maybe Garrick had like a small, like, pocket in his heart, maybe that ended up he loved his half sister, maybe. I think it was Garrick that did the final blow. I think it is. Where's your weapon? I don't care anymore. This place is coming apart, and I shouldn't stay here for too long anyway. There's the portal back. Oh no. Oh no. Hope this doesn't waste any time. Must store all this stuff. Surprised that Lorcan hasn't actually tried to surprise me with his weak presence. I'm not even using my full power, and yet he's actually been defeated multiple times. Yeah, so like I'm trying to wrap my head around like how is that puzzle solved in a sense? Like who's like obviously we know what the riddle is, but what was the solution? Was it that Garrick had, like, a small bit of love for his half-sister in a sense? And so that was the answer? Or was it that in a weird way Anar did love her, but never showed it? Because that could also be the answer. Or was it because that we were so close to the actual armor that it deemed that we were the one that did the sacrifice? Like, the closest one to it is obviously the one that did it. And activating the portal just killed us again. Great. Thanks, game. Okay.
Where are we?
I don't know.
The last thing I remember was being captured by my father. And then he...
Okay, it's okay. It's over now.
You saved my life. I don't know what to say.
I guess we're not gonna say anything.
That's as good as anything to say. Look, I was thinking, a guy like you needs someone to watch his back in this dangerous world.
I guess.
I was wondering if we could, you know, travel together for a while. I'm pretty good with a bow, and I'd like...
I would love to.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. Just think of the adventures that are waiting for us.
Sure.
Lead on.
Alright. So the heart has been destroyed. I came out of this with a... came out of this a little bit wiser. A little bit braver, but not with the heart. Oh well. Sometimes treasure is more than ancient trinkets. With Cat at my side, I'm ready to take on the world. Obviously, if you side with Dublin, you'll say Dublin instead of Cat. Oh. And a letter. Cool. Also, we got a level up. Nice. And we got some sweet black and white pants. Look at that. Nice. I'll replace that with my own armor. And, of course, I didn't unequip Spellbreaker. Nice. Alright, time to level up. Cap strength. Okay, so strength's almost fully done. We're almost going to finish off endurance. And I'll throw more in towards the intelligence. And what can I throw here? I'll throw more into alchemy. We're going to be close to finishing alchemy off. Look at that, bro. Alchemy is almost at 100. Let's go. Let's do this. Cat, I have almost become a master alchemist. It's all thanks to Lord Cube, of course. And maybe you and Tess. Oh, okay. Anyway. Cats, before we do anything, I need to present you with the new equipment. This puny leather armor is pretty weak, and your silver bow is kind of impressive, but we need to get you stronger stuff. And also, what happened to your other armor? And I thought you had glass twigs behind you. Whatever happened to those? Anyway. Guess we're gonna go give her the weapon that we gave to Tess. And the armor, of course. There you go, Cat. A gift.
Yes, my love.
Okay. Follow me and relax. Follow me. Stand guard stance. Share your inventory. Share your inventory.
Whatever you need.
Okay. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this armor either. It's pretty weak. You can keep all the rest of the stuff. I don't really care. Here is your new weapon. It is a claymore. And you shall be given a full plate armor. Wear it proudly. There we go. Look at that. Amazing, Cat. You look 10 times, maybe even 20 times stronger than you originally were. Alright. Let's go find Tess. But first, let's go read this letter, of course. You did good. Why, thank you. I do not say that a great many times, but the heart is destroyed and the portal to the realm of the dead is closed. I would say sealed, but that might be wrong. When you came through the portal near death, I found myself in the presence of a strange creature. You know him as a collector. Although I heard he has many names, including Xilestar. Is that an S? I don't know. Huh. So I guess Xilestar was still alive. This collector brought you back here to this house to rest your wounds. He told me that the house is yours, if you wish. He then disappeared. You are favored by the gods, it seems. Yes. As for me, I'm going to search for more of my people. Now that my family's spirits are at peace, it is time to taste life once more. It has been a long, long time, and as I leave, I lay upon you the title of Children of the Nerevarine. You've earned it. To remember me and know, so remember me and know that you will always have my thanks for what you have done for my people and for me, Winter Moon. Awesome. The White King stuff. Oh, it's enchanted? Oh, that's kind of a pain. It's already enchanted. Well, that's useless to me. I don't need this. Ugh, I guess I'll wear it. Maybe. Ew, look at it. Ugh. It's not even my arm. Ah, it's Night Eye. Run. We gotta run away from this Night Eye ability, of course. Yeah, so like, let me know what you guys think about like the last riddle and how it was solved, because I can see it like in 3 different ways. As I said, like Garrick had secret, like more of a familial love with I guess familial might not be the right, I don't know how to kind of word it as, like a more of a brother sister kind of bond. Even if it was like half blooded, it's still there. Like for Kat and for like Anar, it's like maybe he didn't want to show it. Like it's like, oh, you're a half-blood, but like inside of his heart he's like, but you're still my daughter. And then for us, obviously, like you've already seen it, we were studying. So we actually had that, the baths. Alright. It's like, I can see it through 3 different ways, but I always got confused, like, how does that make any sense? Like, when I first went through this, I was like, well, I don't know how it works, because, like, it doesn't make that much sense for me in that way, too. It's like, because Kat loves us, but yet we're not the one who did the sacrifice. And there's a button here. I won't actually activate this, because this will just be for the mod playthrough. So if you want to see what this actually does, I'll show you where it is though, but if you want to see what it does, go to the mod playthrough and I'll show it. And there's the credits. That's literally what it does. It just shows you like who created what. It's very, very loud, and yeah, so I'll probably just end up muting myself when that ends up. Nice, a diving board. Nice. Oh, right. Before we continue onward, let us go and bestow Kat. Ah! You scared me! Alright, Kat. I shall grant you a portion of my immortality. Now you should be able to regenerate health at will. And not only that, we're going to recall the first companion and my first bodyguard. Tess! Where are you? Ah, there you are.
Yes, my love.
Yeah, apparently they left you. I apologize for that. Let's move out.
All right.
Yes, indeed. And now in the next session, we will have 2 companions. We will have Kat and Tess. Awesome. I don't know what we're going to do next time, but we might do some more Daedric artifact searching, maybe. Perhaps. And then we will have maybe another mod. We're like level, what, 19? Level 19? Level 19! So we'll have another one in, like, after the next episode, probably. Or the next session. Anyway, yeah. Cool. We go to Anvil. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. That means the game's about to crash soon, so I better go and save and... Alright, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Oblivion modded playthrough.